Welcome to Aired Out, brought to you by Capitol Showplace Montpelier and Paramount Theater Barrie. At FGBtheaters.com, CW Print and Design in Barrie, at CWPrintDesign.com, Peak Entertainment, PeakDJ.com, Cruise Planners, your land and cruise experts. In Vermont, CruisePlanners.com, Donnybrook Fight Promotions of Williamstown, CBDCrave.com. Presented by CVTV, Public Access Channel 192 and 194, CVTV723.org, Fontaine Forestry and Millworks, Route 14 East Montpelier. Custom orders, rough, kiln dry, plain, tongue and groove, or shiplap. FontaineMillworks.com and Fly on the Wall Productions. Now, let's get aired out.
Aired Out. I'm JD Green. Thank you so much for joining the broadcast. I have for Bikers for Beth in their 11th year, Josh Dickinson of Gustos and Travis Payette, who are my special guests tonight, which I really appreciate you guys being here. I can't believe that this is year 11, Josh. Unreal.
It's amazing.
Wow.
I mean, these guys have done a great job. It's year 2 for me.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing cause and goes through all the money goes to the people. Yeah,
the people. That's the bottom line. So this started with Beth Hemenway, and I think that was, if my memory is serving me, 11 years ago, this was a classmate of Cass, Brissette, and Shelley?
That is correct, yeah.
Is that right, Travis?
Yeah.
And they started it as a motorcycle event to try to put some funds together for Beth.
Yeah, because Beth had cancer, and she passed away, and we were just trying to help the family out a little bit.
And here we are 11 years later.
Yeah.
How many motorcycles, I can only imagine. But, I mean, we're averaging every year, around anywhere from 150 to 250 somewhere?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the number changes depending on the weather, but
yeah,
it's always a good showing.
Yeah, and when you say depending on the weather, let's add that the Beth Hemenway Memorial Ride is going rain or shine.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah, and we might even say snow. No, we're not going to get any snow. But it's this coming Sunday, and it's right at Gustos, where you're the proud new owner, man.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah. How's that feel?
Good. It feels good. I mean, I've had some great support, and
yeah, you have.
I mean, I'm proud to be a part of events like this.
Yeah. So you're pretty much the main sponsor hub of this event is Gustos.
Yes.
That's cool, man. Thank you.
With a lot of help, though.
A lot of help, but yeah, you got the Gustos name branded right to the side of it, which is just awesome. So Sunday, and it's always held on a Sunday.
Correct.
We're going to get things started with registration around
8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yep. And we have some food for breakfast going on, coffee, breakfast sandwiches, bagels, and all that stuff going on sale too during that time if you're hungry. All proceeds also go to the cause.
Well, who's doing the breakfast?
Food for a Cause?
Food for a Cause, Sarah Akers, Cass and Shelley's daughter.
Sarah Akers. Leave it up to the
and I believe Josh Akers is helping, or the main role is that.
Wow.
So
They always blow my mind.
Yeah.
That whole family.
Great family.
They do so much. Oh, my God, it's crazy. So they're going to do breakfast, registration for 2.5 hours.
Yep.
And then
kickstands up at 10:30.
10:30, we're underway.
Yep.
Now, this guy next to you has been with Bikers for Beth since pretty much day one.
Yep.
And you get, what's your deal now? Shelley was telling me you get right out in front. You're like the first bike to get there in the morning.
Cass always likes to rub it in that I'm always the first one there. I'm always there at 6:30 in the morning, first bike.
Now, what time you going to bed Saturday night, the night before?
That all depends. Depends on how happy we get the night before.
Yeah, right, exactly. But you're one of the first bikes there.
I'm always the first. Well, no. 2 years ago, my brother-in-law decided to challenge me, and he raced down there at 5:45 in the morning to make sure he was the first one there. But other than that, yes, I've been the first bike every year.
And then what do? You do a lot, what Shelley's told me, but you get right out there and block traffic.
When it's a good thing, there's no holding back. I mainly do blocking of all the cars. A bunch of my buddies, we all get together and just block traffic to make sure all the bikes can stay together.
Yeah.
Everybody gets through intersections safely.
Wow. All right, let's talk route. Randy Tucker and I think Cass and Shelley all kind of said, let's go back and do the original route that we were thinking about, that we've done in the past. And they were thinking about doing it, but we are going to do the original route.
We are going to do the normal route. The original route was the Beth route, which was up through Barnet, but that's a really long ride.
Yeah.
And with a lot of bikes, it's really difficult.
Sure.
So we had contemplated going with Randy's ride, the ride that we took when he was the beneficiary. And
Randy Tucker.
So then at last minute, they decided that let's just go with the route we're used to, and we'll try to plan a different one next year and make it a little bit bigger.
Which this winter was very tough on the road, so that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That road condition was pretty rough.
Yeah. You can catch some pretty good air on some of those
Yep.
frosties.
Yeah.
So we're going to go 302 up over the Orange Heights, and then we're going to bang a right on 25.
Yep.
And I think we're going to stop off at Limlaws for a little break there. Now, is there still a poker run? Is there still part of it?
There is, yes. Yep.
So we're going to collect cards at that point, and then we're going to carry on into Bradford.
Yep.
And
the second stop will be the Hungry Bear.
The Hungry Bear, yes. That's going to be a very busy parking lot.
Yep.
And then Route 5 north through Newberry, I think.
Correct.
And that connects up with 302.
Yeah, the tail end of 302.
Now, are we still stopping off at P&H truck stop?
Is, yeah, the next stop.
All right, so that'll be stop number 3.
Yep.
And then 302 west through Groton State Forest, am I right?
Yep.
And any more stops?
No, the last stop will be Gusto's. You draw your first card at Gusto's when you register.
Yes.
And then Limlaws will be your second card. Hungry Bear will be your third card. P&H will be your fourth. And then when you return to Gusto's, that'll be your fifth card.
Oh, wow. All right, so bottom line, $30?
$30 for a rider for the poker run and the meal.
Okay. And the meal. Let's talk about the meal when we get back. What do we expect when we get back to Gusto's?
Fun.
Good
Just
time.
mingling with people, having a blast, celebrating the cause, and then we have a raffle, 50-50. We have a bunch of prizes to give away. I know they have some surprises. I can't tell, but they're great gifts.
Shelley tells me that you've been kicking some ass with this raffle.
This year has been the largest amount of donations we've had
See that?
in history. I mean, it's just phenomenal with the support that we have this year.
Well, thanks to you for pushing it so hard, man. That's so cool. So tell me about the food. What's on the menu and who's cooking it up?
So it's myself cooking it up with obviously volunteers, a bunch of other people. Everybody that's serving or cooking is just volunteers. So that's really amazing. We have barbecue chicken, barbecue pulled pork sandwiches, potato salad, regular salad that's donated from the Elks, rolls, a couple other things that I'm probably forgetting. I mean, it's definitely worth the $25 that you'll be paying.
Right.
And again, goes to a great cause, so you can't go wrong.
So $25 if you just want to be part of the festivities. You don't even have to have a motorcycle to be part of any of this.
That's correct.
Which is so cool.
Which
$25 for the meal and the fun.
One of the cool parts is if you are not riding, you go down Main Street, and all the bikes go down Main Street before they turn right onto Prospect Street, and you just cheer them on, and it's always a great time. It brings a smile to my face. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And the bikers love it.
Now, let's chat for a minute about the beneficiary. This is a man, Paul
Searles.
And unfortunately, he passed away.
He did.
Was fighting the good fight against cancer, but lost that battle not too long ago.
Yeah, April 20th.
Okay. How sad. And this is a man who was living his final days with his family right here in central Vermont, I think.
Correct.
Yes.
Where are the proceeds
To his family, they picked him because he had a lot of life problems. His house was falling apart, his windows needed to be replaced, just a bunch of things with the medical bills that they were receiving, couldn't keep up with. So they wanted to keep obviously donating to it, and all the proceeds are going to his family still.
Wow. Tammy Surprise. What a lady. I'll never forget that one. I won't forget the Randy Tucker one either. We've had some great happy endings. We've had folks, Steve England, among them, beat cancer. And this one event has significantly helped those folks. Tammy wasn't doing very well when we had this ride for her a few years ago, but she was able to show up and be there on the morning. Am I remembering that she got on the back of a bike, or did she?
No, I don't think she
Not
got on.
Tammy?
Her son did.
Yes.
Her son rode in the ride
Okay.
with us. I don't believe she actually got on a bike. She was in pretty poor condition at the time of the ride.
Yeah, I remember that.
But that year we had done it for her and Dennis Shangraw, and I believe Dennis rode in the Mustang that had the convertible that year in the ride with us.
Wow. Now, will there be a photographer this year?
Always is.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Jerry Porteous.
Oh, it's Jerry? Yeah. Oh, my God.
Which he enjoys it.
He's, if there was anybody, how many miles is this? It's got to be.
I think it's 80,
yeah.
I was gonna say
81
it's
miles,
gotta
I
be
believe.
between
75 and 85
75
or
and-
something
yeah.
like that.
If there was one man that I could think of that would enjoy riding 80 miles backwards on a motorcycle, it would have to be Jerry Porteous.
That's great.
He's talking about backwards. I mean, Jerry Porteous. Anyway, he's such a cool dude.
He is. Always has a smile on his face. so-
Always.
And he won't be scared to make a little fun of you.
No, never. Always does. So where is he going to post up all of the pictures? Do we know yet?
We'll have some on the website that's up and running. I'm sure it'll be on the Facebook page as well. And other than that, I'm not 100%.
Yeah, I am not sure.
Yeah. And Donna, I'm sure, will be out there riding too. Donna Porteous.
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
And
And
actually,
Jerry, yeah.
Cass and Shelly are riding for the first time in a couple of years too, so they get to enjoy that.
Yeah.
First time in 8 years.
Yes.
Isn't it remarkable how Cass and Shelley have spearheaded and been the brainchild of such great events in our community? I mean, you think about
Successful events.
Yeah, the Winter Co-ed softball tournament, Freezing Fun for families, and the Beth Hemenway ride.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. And that and Freezing Fun was 20 years, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we definitely need more people like them.
Yeah, we
They're
do.
great.
Yeah, we do. And they just piloted Cass's truck and went down to North Carolina with a couple tons of donated.
Hurricane relief.
Yeah,
That was a good one too.
these guys are they're all unbelievable. And Sarah doing Better Barry. I mean, just folks that are so engaged in their community. I love airing out people like that. I don't know what we do without them. I really don't. And thanks to the city of Barry for allowing the use of Metro Way.
Yes. Hands down, didn't even question it. Gave us it. It was awesome.
To get those bikes in there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because we definitely need that spot.
absolutely. What a remarkable event. Now, how can folks learn more? Is there a Facebook page?
There is a Facebook. It's Bikers for Beth. And then, like I said, the website as well, which is bikersforbeth.com, I believe. But it'll have a link on the Facebook.
And is there a way to? Is there maybe a GoFundMe or any kind of way to make a donation through there, or do you just?
I want to say
bottom line
if you really wanted to make a donation, you could drop it off to Gusto's, and we assure you that it'll get there. I don't know if there's a GoFundMe yet, but we'll definitely take note of that.
Okay.
But without a doubt, drop it off to Gusto's if you can't make the event for some reason, and they'll definitely all go to.
All right. God willing, I'm planning on being there that morning and set up and live. I hope you boys will jump on the microphone with me that morning. Yeah. We'll be on YouTube Live, maybe even Facebook Live as well. But what a kick-ass community we live in, man. I mean, you go other places, you just don't hear about stuff like this where there's, stupid high populations,
No.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Barry's a great place, and honestly, with people like Cass and Shelley, it's showing it. So
Yeah.
We're trying to get it out there that not all bad things happen in Barry, and we do have really, really good people.
Really, really good people. And, I can't remember if it was last year or I think it was last year. It might have been the year before. I chatted with a group of motorcyclists that had come over from upstate New York. And they went for a ride and made it through Plattsburgh, jumped on the boat, went across the pond, and 45 minutes later, they're right in Barry. And they just loved it. They loved it. Ended up staying overnight in the Granite City and just had such a great time.
It is.
So your social media campaign is working. I think the word is gotten out. This is probably one of the biggest motorcycle fundraising events it's got to be in the region.
Yeah, I believe it's easily top 2. I want to say the only one that might be a little bigger is the Toy Run.
The Toy Run.
The Toy Run. Yeah, of course. So logistically, what do you have to do to organize something like this? And I know there's a lot of players on the team here,
there's like 20 to 30 people we set up meetings. It starts a month after the event to just go over some failures or some opportunities that we've had, and and then I want to say start 6 months before the event. We start meeting once a month, and then as I get closer, we start meeting more and more and more. But honestly, it's the whole group that does a great job, and can't give a shout out to them enough.
Yeah, there's so many people. There's so many.
Lynn
Craig, the list goes on and on and on.
Yep, and even people donating their trailer to help the event as well. So just in case they are bikes that go off and can't finish a ride, there's there to pick them up. So
yeah, pick them up. But do you have to coordinate with the state police at all to?
I believe
no. The most we've ever done was with the Barry City Police. We've coordinated with them just for our start,
getting out of town,
and then when we're coming back into town. Other than that, it's pretty rural, so we're able to do it with the normal blockers that we bring with us.
Yeah,
just stopping the main traffic. But most of the time when people see that many bikes coming at them, they're at anyways with the amount of bikes. So most of them either just stop so they can watch, or they're honking and waving, and
yeah,
a lot of support, even if they're not.
Yeah, right. Friends ride with friends, family rides with family. When you get so many motorcycles together, it can be a little dangerous. You got to use if you already use common sense when you ride, you got to use a hell of a lot more, I think.
Yep.
And really keep your speed in check, keep your distance in check between you and the other riders, especially with this time of year with the winter that we've had.
Yep.
With the frost heaves out there. And some towns still have some sand and some gravel on the roadway, so you got to use a hell of a lot of caution. And you're out there blocking traffic, so you're getting a pretty good grasp of how. I'd imagine that you've ridden the course.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it looking?
It's not bad. I mean, you're gonna have to pay attention, but that's part of the course when you're riding a motorcycle. I mean, you pay attention. There's a lot of wooded areas. You never know if a squirrel's going to run out.
Sure,
Deer,
of course.
Moose.
You don't want the domino effect.
Right, because when you're bunched up like that, it doesn't take long or anything big to make a mess. So.
I'm so glad that the route is not going on Route 232 through Groton State Park. Oh, my God. Have you ridden that?
I have, and for just being paved 2 years ago, it is horrible.
Horrible
yes. In a car. Forget on a motorcycle.
They paved it. When they paved it, it was great for like a couple of weeks, and then the frost heaves started coming back.
Yeah, and you're going through a swamp, so it's just horrible.
It's fresh paved frost heaves.
Yep.
It's just so bumpy. Now, so you're not going to be able to ride then?
No. Eventually, I plan on riding it, but again, I want to make sure I master the craft before I go venture out. So, 1 year.
And, we should also say, and I don't mean to sound like your mom or dad, but it's important to note here, and Cass and I chatted about this one year, that he had a couple of motorcycles that, for whatever reason, broke down. This is a great time in the early spring. If you just left your bike from storage and you haven't topped off fluids or given it a once over, this would be a great time to do that so that you're not breaking down in the middle of the field and looking like a giant ass because you had a hose pop out or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Or your tires weren't quite up to par and
just blown out.
you blow out a tire and
Yeah.
go down in front of somebody.
Which is so easy to do.
It is.
Yeah. So give your bike a once over. Get your family, your friends together. Come to this event. Get there early if you want. If you want to position yourself up more towards the front of the pack.
Definitely. And just give yourself enough time to relax, grab breakfast. Again, that goes for a great cause. I mean, and it just meet a couple other people because you're going to be spending the day with them, and it's a blast.
Yeah, it is. So who's cooking breakfast, Sarah?
I want to say it's Josh Akers with food,
yeah,
and then
Josh
Sarah
and
will be helping, and then I believe they have somebody else. I just forgot his name. But
It's not Cass, is it? He's not cooking.
No, Cass is more than likely going to be on the microphone. That's kind of his. That's kind of his place.
Lord help us. That's when he gets up and he gives his big presidential speech and starts threatening everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the same without him doing
No,
it, though.
definitely not. Memories.
The couple of years he was missing just didn't seem the same.
Yeah.
I mean, we still rolled with it, but it just
High
wasn't the
energy,
same.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, high energy. Standing up on the roof of a pickup truck like he always does. Yeah.
Maybe a couple roofs at Gusto's. We won't say that, though.
So is there yes, right. Is there a cost for a rider to ride on the back, or it's just,
I would say just $25 for the food.
for a meal ticket?
I think if you are just riding and you're not going to do the meal, I think it's like $5 for an extra hand
Okay.
for the poker run. But if you're doing the meal, then it's the $30, I do believe.
How long is Bikers for Beth going to be sticking around for? 11 years in the hole now.
I'm hoping way past me. Because my kids are all involved in it, and they've been involved since day one with me. And every year they look forward to this because this is kind of what they like to do. So I'm hoping that down the line my kids will be running it, and then their kids will be participating in it. And we try continue to keep it as a family event.
Pass the baton.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. Your kids, you showed me a picture, I think, that your kids had taken of you and I. I was
2 years ago.
Sitting on your bike.
Yeah.
You lost some weight, brother, man.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Thank you. Hard work.
Yeah.
Perseverance.
What's the trick? Because I got to shed I got to shed a few.
Diet. A lot of diet.
Yeah.
And
getting a little exercise,
making
too.
myself go to the gym.
So you're still on the same bike?
No, actually, I'm not.
Upgrades every year, I believe.
Does he?
I did a pretty major upgrade this last year.
I'm hoping to be able to. I'll be there. As I said, Aired Out will be live on YouTube and Facebook, but I'm hoping to be able to break down in enough time where I can hop on my bike and join in with you guys. It would be,
you have an open invitation to the front with me.
well, geez, if I can break down my stuff fast enough, I'll be there.
We'll help you.
Yeah.
All right. We'll have some sound going. We'll have some sound reinforcement for Cass, and you should see the grip that guy gets on a microphone. I mean, when he wants it from you, bang, he'll just grab that mic and then he'll eat it. He's like,
Watch your pinkies because the pinkies will disappear.
Oh, I
if
know
he grabs it. It's like a baseball mitt.
I know it. Is he growing any hair yet at all? It's just
Not on his
still
head.
hasn't gone through puberty yet.
Nope.
Unbelievable.
Eventually,
at some point.
That's great.
Well, I'm sure he'll threaten me in some way or form. He always does. You guys, kudos to you. Thank you, Gustos, for backing this up every year.
It's really my pleasure to be a part of this event. I mean, I can't give it's all the volunteers and everything. I do a little part, and I'm happy to be part of it.
Well, again, like I said, whoever is your team, but whoever's managing your social media and the website and getting the word out there is doing a great job. And it's fantastic to meet you again. Shelly sent me this text, and she's like, Travis Bayette's coming on. So here you are, man.
I was honored to get the message. When she asked if I'd do it, I was like, yeah, sure. A little nervous, but...
No. Nothing to be nervous about, man. I hope you'll be back every year to promote this, you as well, Josh.
Absolutely.
And maybe we could even get Cass Brissette in here.
So you don't like talking on the microphone? Or?
Well, no, I mean, the thing is...
You know he's going to take over your show.
I would just let him I might even walk off and go to the bathroom.
Get a cup of coffee.
Or get a cup of coffee. I could even go down and do some grocery shopping, come back, and he'd still be going. But he has a great family, and you guys do as well. And thank you so much for doing this and bringing it back. Year number 11 for the Beth Hemenway Memorial Poker Ride. Bikers for Beth is what it's called. You can easily find it on Facebook. I think the website is bikersforbeth.org.
.com.
Bikersforbeth.com. If you want to see some photographs from past years. Thank you to everyone who has been involved with this event for the last 11 years. And those of you that are on board this year, we appreciate all of your time and energy that's gone into this over the last couple of months. And we're going to pull the trigger on it this coming Sunday. Again, registration at 8, kickstands up at 10:30, right across the street from Gusto's in Barrie. You will definitely see the motorcycles there. There's a great big parking lot in Metro Way. That's where we're going to get things organized. Registration will be right there. Bring $30. Enjoy a great meal, a great ride. It's going to be a safe and fun environment for the whole family. I'm looking forward to that breakfast, and I'm looking forward to being there. Thank you guys so much for coming in here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man, anytime, and we'll do it again next year as well. I'm JD Green. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I want to thank, of course, Mark Fontaine over at Fontaine Forestry and Millworks, our presenting sponsor. Custom orders, rough cut, planed, tongue and groove, shiplap. They do all of that and more, and man, they make some fancy stuff over there at Fontaine Forestry and Millworks on Route 14, just below Bragg Farm, our presenting sponsor, along with Central Vermont Television, CVTV723.org. We'll catch you next time. I'm JD Green, and this is Aired Out.